David wants to discover Venezia, Italia. He can do that by reading books and travel to Venezia. Mapping to our case, we can maximize posterior by maximizing likelihood and maximizing prior probability. But prior is similar to reading book, which is passive and always fixed because it is relative class frequency, so David decides to travel to Venezia or we try to maximize likelihood. He has already been in Venezia, but he can't go every place to discover the city. That's why he should visit the most famous landmarks there. Similar to maximizing likelihood, we can't know the probability density in detail, so we should learn its parameters. To discover Venezia, David not only studies about architecture, but also a set of aspects such as history, music, art, philosophy, etc. Back to our case, we not only maximize probability of a sample, but also a set of samples. David also wants to learn more about China. However, he is now in Venezia, which not relevant to China, so he doesn't need to bother about Chinese knowledge. In our study, a set of samples of class I doesn't influence on class J, so there is no matter of class here, we can eliminate class and consider separatedly. If David desires to study about Rome, he should learn when he is in Venezia, because Rome links to Venezia via cultural exchange during the Christian Crusades. Similar to class J, depending on a set of samples of class I, we should take a look on the relationship between them by Hidden-Markov chain. Assume that all aspects like music, art, architecture he wants to know are independent and only depends on landmarks. He can study separatedly and combine them. Mapping to maximizing likelihood, we only combine the probabilities of each sample as production. David wants to learn all aspects, but music is beyond his ability. He needs to have a tour guide to help him understand of music clearly. Our story is similar, the probability is sometimes very small. Hence, we need to use logarithms to help us consider them clearly instead of skipping very small probabilities. This function is the maximum likelihood estimation, which finds parameters best agree the density of set of samples.